Hello everyone! Before we begin, let me just say that I'm not a real professional map editor or a 3D creator. I'm sure there are better ways and more optimized methods out there. But in this video, I'll simply show you the way I do it, and hopefully it will help you get started. So, welcome! In this video, I'm going to show you how to import 3D objects into the Unreal Tournament map editor. This is the map I made and used in my weapon tutorial series for distance measurement. As you can see, I've built my map inside a big box. And that's important to remember when you model your map in your preferred 3D program, with the intent of exporting it into the Unreal Tournament editor. When creating your 3D objects, try to avoid too many polygons. Otherwise, Unreal Tournament may crash. In my experience, triangular polygons do work, but squares tend to be more stable. This plane here, which looks like a floor, is actually going to be water. If you make a large square like this one, and then place a smaller square inside it, you can later subtract the small square in the UT editor. That way, you create a hallway or a room inside the bigger square. That square is going to become the entrance into this bridge that connects the two large rooms. As you might notice, I've split the entire map into lots of smaller pieces and objects. Some of them are only used for subtraction or addition inside the editor, but each one will be exported as its own individual 3D objects. Now let's go to the Unreal editor. The way I do it, and again this might not be the best way, is by first selecting a texture and then choosing the object I want to import. That way the object automatically comes with the chosen texture applied. For this example, I'll pick the city texture pack for my entire map, and I'll select this one for my walls. To import an object, go to the brush menu and choose Import. Now I'll import my first object, the area where the map will exist within. Once it's placed in the editor, I'll subtract it so it will become visible, and then I'll adjust the textures. I'll repeat this process for most objects I have saved. Since I split the map into smaller pieces, I can apply different textures to each one. Here is the square I showed you earlier in my 3D program. It's going to lead into the bridge, so that's what I'm importing next. The bridge object reaches into the square I just placed, making it hollow. The empty place between the two play areas will become the bridge as soon as I subtract it. But I still need an entrance in the big square, so here's the small cube I'll subtract to create the opening leading into the bridge. Making the textures line up isn't too difficult, just take some patience. Next, I'll import the water plane. I recommend finding a better water texture than this one, but it works for the tutorial. With water, you don't subtract or add. Instead, after you have imported the plane, you select a special brush and assign it the water properties. If the water doesn't appear, just press this cube button to generate all geometry. The rest of the process is just repeating what I've already done. So I'll fast forward. Remember to place a player start so you can test your map. And don't forget to add lights. Otherwise, your map won't look very good. The last thing I'll do before testing is to add a water zone, so the engine knows everything below the water plane is actually water. Now I'll generate the geometry and lights, and the map is ready to test. And one more thing, before testing, you can enable the zone view to see how the editor divides areas. Green for air, blue for water. This helps you check for leaks before playtesting. Everything looks fine here, so let's fire up the game. We spawn at the player start we placed earlier. The stairs looks good, the lighting looks fine. And now I'll add a few more lights near the bridge, so it's easier to find and explore. That's it. Thank you for watching. Happy editing!